Good evening, and thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5. I'm Micah Smith.
I'm Shannon Ogden. Glad you're with us tonight. The last days of a legislative session are typically chaotic, and this year's no exception.
With just over 24 hours left, last night's debates lasted until 6 this morning. Just 4 hours later, Colorado lawmakers were back and ready to do it all again. Denver 7 politics reporter MEGHAN Lopez joins us live at the state capitol.
MEGHAN, we're expecting another late night tonight.
I know a lot of lawmakers and the lobbyists, the staff, they're hoping that it won't be, but there's just still a lot of work left, guys. As of the count, as of 8 a.m. this morning, there were still 199 bills that needed action. And so because of that backlog, we're really seeing what's playing out, which is some of the big bills that are being killed, like the troubled flavored nicotine ban bill. That one died in a committee today. For Democrats, it's about getting their key priority bills past that finish line. For Republicans, it's about running out the clock.
There's a different type of energy at the state capitol toward the end of the session, a feeling of being so close to the finish line and yet having so much more to go.
We have big bills left around school finance and affordable housing and mental and behavioral health.
That's why it was so surprising to so many that the House of Representatives chose not to meet over the weekend, even though there were hundreds of bills left, including some big ones.
This is a session where we have really put Coloradans first.
For Republicans,
I've always served in the minority, and that means you have to figure out how to get things done.
That unrelenting countdown clock to the end is an opportunity.
And that means that we have more ability to go and talk and say, look, you know, we would like this considered rather than this. That's our job.
And if they don't get the compromise they want, this.
Read at length. Will be read at length. We read this at length. The bill, read this at length.
On Monday, for nearly 18 hours, with more than 200 bills to go, they ground discussions to a halt with a filibuster, even on bills they support.
In the end, we found some compromises, and that's what we're paid to come here to do.
You see when we work together what we can accomplish, and you saw that this morning.
The House work didn't wrap up until 6:30 a.m. and started once again at 11. And on the second bill back,
I'd ask that it be read at length.
Over in the Senate, Democrats sounded frustrated with how the House is moving.
I also think we need to remember that the minority caucus over there is not a group of people that it's easy to negotiate with.
Senate President Steve Fenberg places the full blame on Republicans, even if Democrats control the calendar.
We're not going to allow the Lord of the Flies caucus keep us from passing a couple of incredibly important bills for Coloradans.
I really think that everybody should go back and read Lord of the Flies.
If the big bills that are left are going to make it through, it will take a carefully choreographed dance of compromise and calendar management, and possibly another all-nighter at the Capitol.
So again, as of this morning, there are about 199 bills left. Not all of them are going to make it. There's just simply not enough time. And for all of the focus on the bills that are still left, Democrats say that they were able to pass about 200 so far this session, so they don't want to lose sight of that. Already, though, there are questions, unfortunately, guys, about a special session and whether that's going to be something that's necessary in order to get some of their priority bills passed. The Senate says that it doesn't want to really start talking about that yet, but if in particular some of that federal money isn't allocated out and the bills needed to do that aren't passed this session, that's something they'll have to do because of the deadlines that are attached to those federal bills. So again, late night, Micah, but we'll be watching it.
So much work left to do. Thank you, MEGHAN. And you heard MEGHAN mention that the flavored nicotine ban bill failed today. Going deeper tonight, that bill was controversial because it didn't have support from the governor, and it would have taken money away from a newly passed universal pre-K program.